Shall we begin?
Let's begin now.
Hi everybody, it's Doreen and welcome back to part 2 of the gifts that I have made for my mother's 70th birthday. So, one of the things that I needed to make was a card to go with the mini album that I made. And I wanted to try and do a different type of card. And as I've said before, I'm trying to use my Silhouette Cameo, or Erica, in making this project, or these gifts for my mother. So, this is the card that I've made for my mother. And once again, I'm sticking to the sewing Dressform theme. And I actually got the idea to make this card from Bona, whose YouTube channel is, I believe, Live, Love, Scrap. And I will put a link to her video up here. Now, I couldn't do mine exactly like hers because I didn't have the Dressform die that she used, because she used an cut Dressform. And as I said before, I did want to use my Silhouette to make my card or make my projects. So I've done something just a little bit different. So first of all, I have taken and cut out the Dressform, and this Dressform was actually a free image on a website or a blog that I found, and I will put a link to that blog down in the description bar because I don't believe she has a YouTube channel. And it was actually a free SVG file, which is what you can use to cut your images with the Silhouette. So I cut this out in some craft stock, cardstock, and I glued about 3 of them together, and then I went ahead and inked my edges using the vintage photo, and then I've taken some of the twill that I had left over from the mini album and added a little skirt. And then up here at the top, I've gone ahead and taken some more of the Recollections flowers and used some of the watercolor paints and my iridescent medium, and it looks like this, to just shine it up a little bit. And then I've taken some Jolie sprays and added those at the top in the corner here, along with this leaf is the Recollections leaves. They come in black and white or cream and black, and I took them and sprayed them, or actually inked them with some of the vintage photo. And then I've gone ahead and added some trim all the way around on the edge, and then I took some Prima sprays that are pearls and added those along here, and then I've stamped out Happy Birthday, Wonderful Mother, and this stamp set is a Stampin' Up! Stamp set. Now, what is different about this card is it's almost, or is, a shadow box. So when you open the card up, I've included a Dressform in the inside, along with a little bracelet that I've made as well for my mother. And it looks like that. So inside the Dressform pieces, or the shadow, I've taken and put a charm that says Inspire. Now this is also some of the Lost and Found paper as well, and it's double-sided, so this is on the front side or one side, and this paper is on the back side. Now the thing that I had to do different is, as I said, I didn't have the Dressform die that Bona used, so because I didn't, I cut out this Dressform on several sheets measuring 4.5 by 6, and I took the negative space and put them all together, so I stacked them like this. Now the only thing is, you can see that I've mounted it on foam tape. I probably should have used darker foam tape, and if I make this card again, I will do that. but I kind of inked my edges using the vintage photo to cover up some of the white. But I still like the way it came out, considering I didn't have the same dye that Bona did. So I kind of improvised. And then I have over here, I've taken my Sizzix or Spellbinders die and stamped out and cut that out, and then I've stamped out Happy 70th Birthday, Mama. And then I have a sentiment that I've put and included in the card for her. So this just basically sits down in there because she won't be expecting this when she opens it. And then it's just like this. So that is my card that I've made. And then on the back, I've just used the XL die by My Creative Time and stamped out my stamp that I put on the back of all my cards. So now, once I got that done, I thought, well, now I want to make something else. So I decided to make this thread box, or a spool of thread box. And this is an SVG file from SVG Cuts, and this works with the silhouette. And I have to thank Orlette or Mrs. Msovwatson for helping me put this together. I purchased the SVG file on SVG Cuts, and I was having problems cutting it. I couldn't get it to work. And I noticed that she had made the same box, so I sent her a message, and she contacted me. We talked on the phone, and she walked me through cutting or getting my file cut. And I have to thank her so much because I really wanted to make this for the gift for my mother. So thank you so much, Orlette. I really, really appreciate it. So what I've done is I've taken and wrapped the yarn all the way around, and I've added some buttons and another one of those earrings, but I've taken the post off the back. And then I took some stick pins that were clear at the top, and I just colored them in using my big market pens. And then for the top of the box, I'm using some of the Paper Studio paper pack, and I've used it on the top and the bottom. And I've used cream color cardstock throughout to make the box itself. And then I've inked the edges using the Salt Ocean or Salty Ocean. And up here at the top, I've once again made some more of the rolled flowers from My Creative Time. Or My Favorite Things, I'm sorry. I always get those two mixed up. And then I've placed just a little bling in the center. So now, of course, I had to stick something inside. So what I've put inside here is, well, first of all, there's a check for her birthday. But I put in here a magnet with some needles, and these needles have the big eyes because she's always saying that the eyes of the needles she has are too small. So I found her some needles that have bigger eyes. And then the other thing that I put in here is sewing machine thread needles. She tells me she always runs out of these and has to go and buy more. So I've given her 2 packs of those, and then I've given her a pack of pens, or stick pens. So that should keep her with supplies for a while. So I'll put that back in there later. But it ends up looking like this. And then I thought, well, I want to make her another gift. I was on a roll. So I decided to make her this little tiny pincushion. And this is actually made all out of felt, and it involves no sewing. And I found this on a blog, and there is a YouTube channel, and I'll put a link to how to make this and what you'll need supplies wise up here in the corner of the video. But it looks like this, and I've taken it and added some trim all the way around on the top and bottom layer. And then I've made one of the this is actually using the Tim Holtz pine cone die to make this flower. And then I've stuck a pin in the center, and for my tag I just have the words birthday wishes, and this is one of the My Creative Time tags. It's the teeny tiny tags, and I've used this previously on previous videos. So now I have one more gift that I have made for my mother, and this involves some sewing. So I'm going to bring in the gift. It's rather large, so I'm going to have to turn my camera a little bit so you can see that. So once I do that, I'll be back with the last and final gift that I have for my mother's 70th birthday. Okay, everybody, I am back, and what I have to show you is very tall, so I may not be able to get it all in the camera, so I'm going to show it to you in pieces. But this is the last thing that I have made. Now, this is a Dressform, and it's actually a pincushion. And I found out about this on a YouTube channel, and like I said before, I'll put the link up here in the corner somewhere of the video. But this is my Dressform, and this is actually something that you will have to do some sewing, but it's nothing major. I don't think you'd be able to use the glue gun to make this, and it came out so nice that I now have to make myself one. So this is what she looks like, and what I've gone ahead and done is taken some trim and put it across the shoulder, and a ribbon flower that I picked up at Joann's, and I'm going to turn it all the way around so you can see. It is made out of the Dressform material that is the Lorelei Sewing Room, and I've taken this and used it also in the mini album. And then what I've also done is I've made some stick pins, and they look like this. So I've made some to stick up here in the top, and I'll bring that a little closer so you can see them. So now I can't fit this all in the camera, because what I've done is I've taken a candlestick that was a wooden candlestick in the wood section at Michael's, and I painted it with the acrylic paints, and I'll bring that up. And then I took this silver glitter spray once the acrylic paint was dry, and I sprayed it all along the candlestick. And then she's just glued on the top of the candlestick. I didn't realize it was going to be this tall, but I still like the way it came out. And then for the top, I've taken one of the wooden knobs that you can get in the wood section at Michael's, and I painted it with the acrylic paint, and then sprayed it with that silver spray glitter. So this is my Dressform. I'm going to put it back that far. You won't be able to see the whole thing. I'll try to include a picture in the video of the actual from top to bottom. So that's it, everybody. That is all of my gifts that I've made for my mother for her 70th birthday. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy birthday, Mama. Bye.